Child's Play, the series, Issue 3. Published by the Innovative Corporation, a now defunct company, released in the summer of 1991, just before the theatrical release of Child's Play 3. When I first learned of this comic's existence and the returning characters, I had hoped this comic would be a fun continuation of Child's Play 2. I had hoped this book would be what I wanted Child's Play 3 to be instead of the awful military academy story. But nope. This certainly subverted my expectations. From the start, this comic crossed into soap opera territory, and it was cringeworthy. Remember that cop with the mustache who was choked by Chucky near the end of the first film? The one who barely had any screen time? Well, here he's a sexy blonde guy who reacts as if he were Mike Norris's boyfriend. It was weird. His name was Jack Santos, I believe. In Jack Santos's only scene with Mike Norris, he makes a scene and calls Mike his partner, and weirdly his shirt rips open, exposing his hairy Italian chest like some protagonist in the cover of a romance novel. Yeesh. I was baffled at said specific choice, and for the whole story he keeps his shirt exposed, as if Jack were avenging his lover Mike. My. Wow. Another returning character is Karen Barkley, who escaped a mental hospital after being framed for the murder of a doctor by Chucky in the previous issue. And at first it seemed that she would take a back seat to Jack. Fortunately, she armed herself with a gun. Sadly, she was a total Karen in this issue. And the dialogue was awful. There is a point where Chucky and Karen do nothing but quote their lines from the first film. And not in a clever way. It felt very forced and out of place with the story. Karen was unrecognizable. There was nothing in her character consistent to her film counterpart. And this absence was severely felt. And Karen lacked the complexity of Catherine Hicks in her performance in the movie. Mike Norris, well, he was barely there. You will see what I mean when you read the story. You will see what I mean when you read the book. Jack Santos's upgrade would have been okay had it not been so over the top. The artwork was not good either. I can forgive characters bearing no likeness to the film because, because then they have to ask for permission and they might get sued for using the likeness and stuff. I can forgive that. But when they are written completely different and out of character, it goes into a bad fan fiction territory. Overall, it's a very poor quality book. And Chucky, my goodness, Chucky was a joke. He looked like a Disney cartoon character. Yuck. So, final verdict. Slime it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Au revoir.